Hey guys, I thought I would take a minute to share with you some of the things that we used for our dinosaur unit study. Unfortunately, I am not very good at filming when we're in the middle of activities. It's just I get so wrapped up in what we're doing that I just don't even think to pull out a camera, but I feel like whenever I pull out the camera and start filming, it just changes the dynamic. But even if I'm not able to do a whole lot of filming, I can at least come on and show you, after I've done my unit study hauls, what I thought of the things that we used. Now, I wasn't on top of it enough to do this with some of the Ice Age stuff or a few of the things, but I can at least talk about the dinosaur things that we used and what we didn't use and show you the things that I hauled a while back, and I'll put a link to that video, and I'll just share with you what we did for dinosaurs. Okay, so these first two things I'm showing you are the things that if you didn't get anything else, I would recommend getting for a dinosaur unit study for, I don't know, this one says that it goes up to age 10, but both of my boys really liked it. It's Dig Dinosaurs, and it's basically a documentary style kind of thing, but it's written for children. And my kids loved it, and I know that they're going to want to watch it again and again, and they learned a lot about dinosaurs. Now, this is from a creationist perspective, so it does talk about the dinosaurs and the flood and when they were made from a creationist perspective. But we really liked this. My youngest loved it when he flew in the plane to where he was going to dig up the bones, and this was just really good. They also liked the extra footage on there. So this I would highly, highly recommend. I watched it with them and we all enjoyed it. And this is the Dinosaur Dig Kit. Okay, so this is kind of what came in the kit. There were all the digging tools that you needed, the brush and the magnifying glass and the digging tool, and of course the cement block which had the fossils in it. And this is just a container that it came in, and there were some promotional materials in there and a peek at what you would find. And there was also a book that came with it that talked a little bit about paleontology. It talked about the specific fossils that you were digging up, a little bit more about the background, where they might come from, that kind of stuff. And it also had a little bit of information about dinosaurs in general. Not the most, I mean, it was cool to go along with it. And then there was also an activity book that came with it, and the activity book had a lot of like word searches and hidden pictures and really complicated connect the dots and crossword puzzles and code decryptions. It was a little bit too advanced for a 5-year-old, but I think a lot of kids would really, really enjoy this for sure. Especially if they're at the age where they're reading, then they should be able to do all the stuff in here, and there was some pretty cool things. And then there was also like a weird backdrop fold up thing that you have, I guess, that you can set up and play with some dinosaurs with or something. But that's pretty much what came in the kit.
What's going to be inside there? Did you find something?
I got that big set of dinosaurs. This is just one of them. I don't have them all out. These the kids had fun with. I would say this is something you could take or leave. I think having some kind of dinosaur for them to play with was really fun and really good. It kind of let them play out the things that they were learning. I felt like maybe there were too many dinosaurs in this kit. Of course, my son said there needed to be a ton more, but I feel like they were just a little bit overwhelmed with how many they were and which ones to play with. So I would say it might be better to get 2 or 3 dinosaurs per kid that are maybe a little bit nicer quality, but I don't know, this was okay. So it just depends on your preference, I guess, but definitely having some kind of dino, something to play with, was really, really good for them. And then this was the DinoWorks casting kit, and my kids, Timothy's a little bit more than Sam, but they're just not really into art, and I found that the molds, they were very breakable, and it was just a little too fragile for a 5-year-old. And what you do is you just make the molds out of the plaster that they have in here, and then you put the Triceratops together and you paint it. And it just wasn't a good fit for us. So if I hadn't have gotten this, we would have been totally fine. But if you have a kid who really likes to paint and really put intricate things together and can be really careful with the pieces, this would definitely be good for you. So these are the main books we used. We checked out a bunch of books from the library, which, you know, there's just tons of resources. But this is what really happened to the dinosaurs, and it's by Ken Ham in the Creation Museum. And I wasn't, you know, really impressed with this one. It wasn't awful, but I wasn't crazy about it. And a lot of it is just personal preference. It is, like I said, from a creationist perspective, but the tone of the book, yeah, I'm probably not going to keep this book, but I just wasn't crazy about it. And these, honestly, these were the other books that are also from a creationist perspective, but honestly, my boys just kind of pooped out and weren't really interested in dinosaurs after we did all the rest of it. So I really like this book a lot. It seems really good. I haven't read every word of it. I think this one's out of print, but you can find it on Amazon used. And this was one that we just got from our library. And just to kind of give you a little look inside, I have not really looked at this one much at all, so I can't really say much about it. But these were the ones that we had planned to kind of use as our main focus. Kind of it, that's what we did. I think for us, dinosaurs as a whole unit study, probably the boys were excited about it, so I thought they would like it, but probably just doing a few more hands-on things. But this unit study has given me a lot of perspective and helped me learn a lot more about what works with my kids and what doesn't, which is, in my opinion, one of the most important things for homeschooling preschool and kindergarten is just figuring out what works and what doesn't so you can adapt. But I am going to leave a few links below for you, and I hope if you're doing a dinosaur unit study that you found some of this helpful, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.